Welcome to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with intuitive lightworker, national speaker, metaphysical teacher, and best-selling author Lisa Kessler. What is it you want to manifest? Are you looking to increase your income, change careers? Maybe you want to manifest a new home or a new car. Are you ready to bring love into your life? You have come to the right place.
Hello, today I wanted to talk about manifesting a new start. Life is made up of many cycles, and some can be harder than others, but we can always start over again. And today I would love to introduce you to one of my mastermind clients, Marie. When we started working together, she told me she had lost her joy. She felt stuck and unsure of how to reclaim her happiness. And in 3 months, she has manifested a whole new life. It has been so inspiring to support her through this miraculous change and witness the joy returning to her. And I just think she should tell you about it herself.
Hi, Lisa.
Thank you for answering a few questions for me. So I guess first I wanted to find out if you could let everybody know where you were when we first started working together. Because you've come a long way.
I certainly have. So we started working together in October. And part of what I had put in my questionnaire for you was that I wanted to regain my joy. I had lost my joy. And there was a lot of that because of my marriage situation and other things going on. And boy, have I found it again.
Yay!
It really didn't take too very long. We started out with a 3-month set of these consultations. And the first month I'm like, okay, I think it was either somewhere in the second half of the month that we met. I was
right.
Like, all right, I'll work on this. I guess it's going to work. I'll trust that it's going to work. By the time I got to Thanksgiving, I could definitely see a lot of improvement just in myself, and in focusing in on the areas that we had talked about as part of the consultations. I was already starting to see changes. Mm-hmm. And when you start seeing little changes, it can, you then start believing in the process.
Right.
Because it usually does not start out huge changes. It might for a few, but usually starts out really small.
Right.
And then the more you believe in it and believe in the process, the bigger those changes can be. Oh my goodness.
Right. Well, I was going to ask you about, the big changes that you've experienced. Do you want to share some of the ones where you're like, oh my gosh, like the aha moments?
Well, the ones that are most recent are the ones in my mind. And I'm sure we had some more as we've gone along this journey, because this is now near the end of March. So we're finishing up the 6th month of the consultations. But I had already decided previously, before we started consulting, that I could not stay in my marriage anymore. It was going to have to go away. And paperwork is likely to be signed next week by him for our separation, a separation agreement. I have moved out of the house into my own place. It's the first time I've ever been on my own in a place, because I was always either living at home, in college, or married, or living with someone. So yes, this is my own place.
I love it. Oh my gosh. So happy for you. Wow.
Yes, I get to make it totally my own, whatever I want, within reason, of course. But
Right. I love that.
Things are happening where I have also wanted for several years to move out of Florida, because I'm just so tired of the heat.
Yes, it's hot and humid.
That's actually been going on for probably close to 20 years. I've been tired of the heat, but it just gets worse every year. So a few years ago, I thought about it. Well, where would I want to move? And I decided Virginia or Maryland. And most of my extended family is in Maryland. I've already started checking out some places, and there's one place in Virginia I have my eye on for where I am probably going to move next.
I love it.
So
I love
I'm getting
it.
ready for that. And that not only puts me up where I'll have seasons again, yay, I'll be really close to both of my children and their children. So I'll be, if I end up at the place I'm looking at right now, it's about 3.5 hours away from where my son and his family are. And it's about 7.5 hours away from where my daughter is. And
So you could drive to see all your grandkids.
Oh yes. My daughter's in New York, and it takes right now 2 full days of driving from where I'm at in Florida to where she's up in New York. 2 full, very long days.
Right.
And more than a day, like about closer to 15 hours for me to get from where I'm at to where my son is in Maryland. Mm-hmm. So I will be cutting that time greatly and be closer to my grandchildren. And every bit of it could be done in a single day.
Yes.
I'm like, that. Bonus. This is total bonus here.
Right. Oh my gosh. I love that. Have you had you're actually doing the Mastermind group where we do group manifesting and visualizing, and also the one-on-one. Are there certain things that have been your favorite? I mean, what do you like about both of those different coaching?
So you and I, in our individual consultations, there's certain things that we go over, and we make some goals for the next month, or if I'm at the beginning of a month, when I meet with you, then we're making some overall goals and some specific steps I can take for the current month, especially based on the guidance that we've received. But the weekly meetings for the Mastermind, learning all the different methodologies has been fun. I had a lot going on during some of those.
Yes, you did.
So I will actually, the next time I'm going through it, because I am definitely going through it again, I will be doing those again and seeing what new things I pick up. Because I know I was distracted for some of them. So getting a name for my guide was awesome. So having the meeting with our guides and for other angels, that was a wonderful meditation. Some of the stuff that I've done together, because I've just talked to him so far, and didn't have some of the things that we've gone over. I've asked him, hey, are you comfortable with this? And he's like, sure, let's try it out.
Yes.
So it's been increasing my relationship with my guide, as well as having the energy. And you had mentioned this to me, but I did not comprehend just how big a deal it is. Having the energy of other people, not just the two of us, but additional people, all focusing on whatever goal you want for that next week.
Right.
That is where the changes just really started jumping for me.
Right. For everyone in our group, it's just been, whoa. I mean, the magic has been massive, but yeah, just having the energy of the other people, like pushing your energy, has been huge. I'm so glad you've seen it too, because everybody's making fast progress.
When you're sending energy out to someone else and adding to theirs, you're not decreasing your energy. Like, I know a lot of people have thought that over the years, and I did not think that. I already knew differently, but boy, does it, when it's focused, it is focused.
Yes, it is.
The big changes that, I've already mentioned, those have happened since not like a week or so into February. When a lot of this started happening. And so a month and a half, and I've got a whole new life.
I know. How'd you do that? Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, definitely having, a group pumping energy into the universe, that this is what it will look like. And the universe answers. I mean, that's the law of attraction. but it's like we're supercharging it,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
And I had my own doubts. I had doubts about things. I wasn't even sure if I'd really like being in a group setting and
right.
saying, what is kind of personal to me, to people that I at least started out not knowing.
Right. Right.
We certainly had a great group, and no one in the group is trying to bring you down at all. In fact, everyone is trying to build you up and help you see just how awesome you are, that you can't see yourself, because we all have blinders to ourselves.
Very true. We're all our own worst editor.
Yes.
But
so we're very supportive of each other, and that's the kind of situation you need for anything that you really, if you've had trouble making changes or manifesting something, this is the kind of situation to do it in.
Yes. And that brings me to my last question for you.
Okay.
Is, in the past, when you have tried to bring about change in your life or manifest something, can you see a difference having metaphysical tools to help you with that, like connecting with your guide and learning to meditate and all that? Has that helped you? Because for me, it's super supportive to know that there's all kinds of, spirits on my side. Right. Has that helped you?
It has. It definitely has. It has helped decrease the doubts, the self-doubts. All of our meetings and having the other people there to support you, that has helped to decrease my doubts. I was definitely the first night, I actually did not make the first meeting.
I remember,
Yes, you had recorded it for me. Thank you very much. I forget now what it was going on, but I ended up not making it. And as you're going through, and you always ask us, what is our one word for the night? As you're doing that with everyone else, I'm like, nervous. I'm nervous. And this is me watching the video. It's not even live with everyone. But that soon vanished. And the first one I was able to make, which was the second meeting, I had already seen some progress just based on what had been gone over in that first meeting, plus the exercise that you had given us for that first week.
Right.
So just from all of that, I was like, okay, I think I can do this. And doubts still pop up. That's always going to happen. I am much quicker now, because of the tools and also because of the support, to stop the doubts.
Right. And to notice that they're happening, because sometimes we don't notice until we're spiraling, and if you can catch it quick and go, nah, I've got this,
exactly.
Then you can keep, keep your vibration up and keep moving forward, even though there's bumps in the road,
Right. And that's, I attribute that, plus, it's not like this all happened overnight for me, even though it seems like it in the last month and a half. But there was a lot of small steps in preparation that I did, starting in October, and then a little bit before that. But any time in the past, I have tried to reach different goals. It just, the doubts come in quickly and thickly.
Yes.
where it's worse than molasses in January. You can barely move through them, and so you just stop.
Right.
And having this group plus the tools just kept that momentum going, even if it slows down. And some weeks it seems, or even some days, it seems like it slows down. But then you just go, well, okay, then there's other things I need to be paying attention to right now.
Right.
Or I need to think a little differently of this situation. Maybe I'm coming at it the wrong way. And those are some of the huge things. And I've heard words like this come from other people. And I've tried to be in different groups that have been going for similar goals, and none of that ever worked for me. It just never worked.
Well, whatever we're doing, it's working for you, because your whole life is woo.
Yes. I am thrilled. I am finally making some changes I have wanted to make for years.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So So what would you say to somebody who's thinking about the mastermind group, or, what would you tell them?
If you're considering it, if you've seen it and you're even considering it, that's a sign that you need to give it a try. Yes, and let me say here a disclaimer, I am not being paid for this.
No payment has exchanged hands.
No. Nor will it be in the future either. This came to my attention, I guess, soon after you started putting it out there.
Right. Yeah. Once I decided, I think I'm going to do this. I put it in my newsletter, and you were like, why, hello.
And the really, really funny thing is, when I got involved, when I started up with the consultations with you and then was considering this, because it came to my attention, I had just gotten back to being able to read your newsletters. So I know Spirit was leading me in the way I needed to. So yes, I would say, if this has come to your attention and you're considering it, give it a try. If you actually try during this time and stay open and just catch yourself when you have doubts, you are going to be amazed at what you achieve over the 3 months. You may be amazed at just 1 month of stuff.
Yeah, very true. Some of us were like, oh my gosh. After the first month, we were all going, wow.
Yeah. Because I could see a big difference just in me. My level of joy definitely, it had been increasing all along with our one-on-one consultations. And that was one of the big things I said I wanted back. I wanted my joy back.
Right.
And it really increased once we started meeting for the mastermind.
Yeah. I could see it in you. I know you were nervous when you were starting, and a big secret, everyone was, because everybody's nervous when you're in a group, but we were all there with the purpose of helping everyone get their dreams. And what more positive thing could there be, right? To see everyone dreams. And so it has been, I look forward to Wednesday nights every week, because it's just, we're making magic. So thank you so much for talking.
You're welcome.
And sharing your story, because hopefully it will bring more people, who want to stretch and make those dreams.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine even more people sending the supportive energy than what we've already had?
Right? We'll be doing things in a week. Right. Well, thank you so much, Marie, and I will talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you, Lisa.
Gosh, I hope you're feeling inspired. Are you ready to start over? Do you need a new beginning? I'm here to tell you you can have it, and I would love to show you how. You can schedule a free Q&A meeting with me over Zoom. The link is actually in the show notes. I can't wait to meet you. Good luck, and I'm sending you many blessings. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with Lisa Kessler. If you have questions or comments, or if you'd like to work with Lisa to manifest your dreams, you can connect with her through her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net. That's also where you can claim your free weekly tarot reading and manifesting tips. Make sure you subscribe or follow the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast on your favorite podcasting site so you never miss another episode. As Lisa likes to say, we can make magic when we bring the universe into the equation. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. If you'd like more information about Lisa, Metaphysical Manifestation Mentorship, or the Manifesting Magic Mastermind, visit her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net.